Jack, the new beach is done, dude. Come check it out.
Well guys, the time is here. After a long week of waiting, my new beach is complete. And it is 100 times better than I ever imagined. Come on, come on. Look at this. Look at all of this. Look at all my new sand. This is great. This is great. We even convinced them to leave this pipe here. It might completely block the view of the beach from my house, but check this out. No, they should have this pipe picked up within the next couple of days. But check out how much open beach there is. It was so small before, and now, boom. We have so much more room for activities. But I am stoked because they did in fact make a point break. It's 3 blocks away, so it's gonna be a long walk. Luckily for you guys, I can just do this. Boom, here we are at Honcho Cove. As you can see from the drone shots, this is actually a legitimate point. And if the waves get good, it could be firing. We got a couple skimmers in the background, you know, just getting used to the point, waiting for the waves to come in. I find it hilarious that we can prank the entire state of Florida, and then like a week later they give us a new beach and a point break. Wow. Wow. I actually want to cut to some footage of the night before they finished up the dredge. One of the construction workers actually ended up being a squad member and was super cool. Anytime I get into a conversation with any of the construction workers, I ask them to maybe get us a couple of conch shells, because as I said, they pump the sand from miles out up here onto the beach, and that brings all the rocks and all the shells with it, and we can actually end up getting a couple giant conch shells that I will show you guys here in a second. They literally have dumpsters full of thousands and thousands of conch shells, and when the construction workers aren't paying attention, I kind of sneak my way in and take a couple, but I'm not going to show footage of that because I'm not going to show footage of myself trespassing on a construction site.
Well, now the service truck to fix the dredge is stuck in the sand. Hey, do we have a service truck for the service truck? Look, the sand comes from all the way out there and goes all the way up here. Hey, Banks.
Come here, bud.
Hey, yeah! Woohoo! Yeah. Well, after 4 days, the construction site has been overrun. Pretty legendary sunset, might I add. Right, Banksy? Right? Yep, definitely. All right, the view from my yard.
Little Farrell is mine.
Please, dude.
Yeah, I'll do it. Hey. See that?
All right, so my guy out here, he's been watching since 2014. He actually saw the beer mug prank, saw our house, got some stickers from my dad, and found out that it was actually where we live. Hooked us up with some shells. Thank you, man. Oh, Banksy. Banksy, you're trespassing. Banksy. You can tell him to leave, man. Oh, he's over there. That's so funny. Banks, come here. Good boy.
I know I talked about the point already, but I am so excited because last time the dredge completely killed the waves, and this looks like it actually could hold some like insanely good skim, possibly surf. So I guess we'll tell when the first hurricane of the year comes through the Gulf. Of course, when that happens, you guys will know. I'll keep you guys all up to date on the tropical storms and hurricanes going on in Florida. My early prediction is this year is going to be a crazy year, possibly even crazier than last year. But that's for another day. Let's continue on with the vlog so that I can explain to you guys why I haven't been uploading as frequently as I'd like to. Now that there is room, I dug through all of my old stuff and I whipped out my 10-year-old power kite and went and had some fun. I used to be extremely into power kiting, but since there's been no beach, there's no room to fly kites. Now that we have all this room for activities, I'm gonna get back into it. If you guys wanna see sirens, we'll just wait for those to go away. Okay, if you guys would like to see a video of me kiting and jumping over people, maybe dressed as Slender Man or Gumby or like a kiting beach turtle, comment down below. Wow, it is hot out, I'm sweating. But anyways, another sick thing about kiting is you can actually like put a dirt board on your feet or ride a skimboard or a surfboard or a hydrofoil way out in the ocean. It's a lot of fun. You can do like 100-foot airs literally with a kite. So if you guys want to see us get into some power kiting, drop a comment. I really have no complaints about this new beach. Everything is perfect. Unless, of course, the worst red tide in the history of mankind hits here, killing literally everything and making it so that nobody can come to the beach without getting sick. As long as that doesn't happen, we should be good. It's hot out here and I'm wearing a microphone so I can't jump in the water, so I'll see you guys back at my house. And this is why I haven't uploaded as much in the last 2 weeks. Welcome to the studio! I'm not wearing the mic, so excuse the echo. So, as you can see, I am wearing some really weird hover shoes. You know, I can like moonwalk in these, I feel like, now. Oh shit. Two Wheel just sent me these, so I figured I would do my room tour while wearing them. So to start things off, we have the electric vehicles. In case we ever need to go anywhere, we can go places with those. I also have every GoPro, camera, tripod, mount, and anything that I've ever had in this room. This is strictly stuff that I'm going to be using for future videos and for future edits. I got my cameras. I'm going to revamp this one. This is like a camera that we filmed all like our first 100 pranks on. What's cool about it is it has infrared. And boom, night vision activated. So yeah, we're gonna start using this camera again because it's sick. It's pretty simple. We got the portable chargers for when we're on the go. We got the drone. We have the full charging station. Every battery that I would ever need to possibly charge charges right here. We got some tripods. Then over here, we got the Fortnite desk. I haven't played Fortnite get out of here, llama. Been way too long, so I'm gonna start playing Fortnite again. If you guys want to follow my Twitch and join my streams, I would appreciate it. Then we go to the editing station. This is where I edit all of my videos. I got the new iMac, and it's beautiful. I spent more money on that computer than I have on the last 3 cars that I bought combined. Mainly because I buy really cheap cars, because I don't care about fancy cars. I'd rather buy a nice camera. Honestly, I'd rather buy almost anything than to buy jewelry or a nice car. Like, I'll buy a jet ski, I'll buy a surfboard, I'll buy a camera, I'll buy a computer. That's way more worth it to me. So we have this side, workspace, studio. This side, we got the Juke News studio as well. And as you can see, we got the Slenderman posters in the back because I'm planning on doing a Slenderman series as well. But yeah, this is something that I really wanted to do for a long time, have like an entire giant space completely dedicated to the YouTube grind, to making videos, to enhancing the quality of our videos. And when everything's organized and labeled and in its correct place, being a YouTuber is so much easier. Best advice I'll give you if you want to be a YouTuber is just have 2 of everything. I have minimum of 3 batteries for every camera that I have. I have like 20 memory cards. I have 3 different places I can charge stuff. Always be prepared. One day a long time ago, I was filming a video and my battery died. And I was like, this should never happen again. So I ordered extra batteries for everything, extra memory cards for everything. Now we're a smooth running machine. That was smooth, huh? Well, honestly, this room tour has gotten kind of boring, so let's go for a ride. What should our vehicle of choice be today? Coup wheel and boosted board. I think that's a good call. And before we go on a ride, I have to thank Coup Wheel. Shut up. Shut up. I gotta thank Coup Wheel for sending me these hover shoes. I'll ride them in future videos, but they also sent me this brand new 2nd generation Coup Wheel. I rode it last night for the first time and it is fast as shit. So if you can't afford a boosted board, this thing is everything you need. Big shout out to Coup Wheel. No shout out to Boosted Board because I've bought 2 boards off of them and they still haven't replied to my emails. So, yeah, whatever. Don't really care. Coup Wheel's sick though. They always hook it up. They have high quality product. I recommend it. I'll see you guys back at the house. Well, that was a lot of fun. So not only has Joog News been taking up a ton of my time, I also set up my whole new studio, as you guys could see from the tour. To get on a serious note, every time I make a video about the beach, or I'm just pretty much going to try to talk about this as much as I possibly can online, because I deeply love the state of Florida. It has been my home for my entire life. I was born here, I was raised here, I've traveled across the entire world, and still Florida is one of the most beautiful places that I've ever seen. And I really would like it to stay that way. So let's talk about the whole Lake Okeechobee algae bloom thing again. Basically, these sugar farms are grown in swamplands that constantly need to be drained. What do we know about commercial crops? They need a ton of fertilizer. Since they're fertilizing crops in a swampland that constantly needs to be drained, all of the fertilizer and runoff from the crops gets drained into these little canals, which then goes straight into Lake Okeechobee, creating these toxic algae blooms. The water from Lake Okeechobee then gets dumped straight into the river system that leads to the ocean, which then kills everything in its path. Literally everything. Because our government decided stopping the natural flow of water in Florida from reaching the Everglades in exchange for wealth was a good idea. We are now literally killing Florida's precious ecosystem, one day at a time. We have broken all previous yearly records in the past month when it comes to deaths of manatees, sea turtles, dolphins, and Florida wildlife in general. Here's a picture I found of Florida's map showing the wonderful natural flow of water from northern Florida to southern Florida. Here is a picture of Florida's current water flow. When you mess with nature and you start making decisions based off of what's going to make you the most money with absolutely no thought whatsoever for the future of
the environment, the ecosystem, and the planet as a whole, it's going to be bad. And it's getting worse, and it's not just Florida. We are literally slowly killing the entire planet. Nobody's really doing anything to stop it. So just, you know, be the good in the world, pick up trash when you see it, contribute to a better, healthier planet. Don't eat fast food. Full video on Lake Okeechobee coming soon. I'm trying to bring up these points in every video I possibly can, because if I sit around and I do nothing while we kill the planet, I feel guilty, because this is our home, this is where we all live, and something needs to change, or else we're all going to be in a lot of trouble. So, thank you guys. Peace.
I'm still gonna send it.